Hi everyone, and welcome to my live unboxing of March 2020 Paper Pumpkin Kit. So I'm just going to jump on to my computer so that I can kind of keep track of if there's any comments and things. And so just give me 1 second to get that put together. Okay, so we're back. Let me just move this a little bit. There we go. Okay. All right, so who is excited to see this box? So I have seen a couple little sneak peeks online. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. I think we disconnected, but we should be back now. Okay, so we're still going. All right, so let's go ahead and open it and see what we've got. So it looks like they're just telling us that we've got a free stamp set in this kit and just some ideas that we can create with the both stamp sets. And then we have a Stampin' Spot that's basic gray. And I was actually looking for a basic gray in the big pads, and so I don't have one. I think I might have lost it when we moved. So I'm gonna have to get a big one. So I'm really glad that I have this color now. And then the two stamp sets. So they go together. So this one has the greetings and the clouds, and then some other like raindrops and hearts and some splattering. So that's really cute. Let's see what the greetings say. Let love grow. No matter the weather, we're in this together. That's super cute. Wishing you brighter days ahead. You are capable of amazing things. So that's really fun. Those are great sayings. And then this one has most of the images. So we've got, looks like a doorstep porch scene, flowers in a basket, a cute bunny, some boots, and then maybe a pattern for the inside of the boots, some grass and some flowers, and then I believe in you. Really cute stamp set. All right, looks like Barbara's watching with us, and she's saying good morning from St. George. Nice to have you with us, Barbara. And so let's go ahead and open. So have you gotten your kit yet, Barbara? Oh, it looks like we're not focusing very well yet. I don't know. Okay. All right, so here are the projects. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what we have. Okay, so it looks like they are a smaller size card, and we have, I think it's going to make 12 cards is what I read. So there are 3 designs, so you're going to be able to make 4 of each card. So you've got these great patterned envelopes, and I love patterns. I love being able to cut these open and use them on my cards. So that will be fun to do. And then we have some cute printed cards. So that will be really fun. And then the back is just plain. And then we have some punch out dies to add to the cards. I love the detail in these and the imagery. It's really pretty. Okay, it looks like we've got a couple more people on with us. We've got Tammy and Darlene, and Barbara got her kit yesterday. That's so great. So hi, everybody. Let me know if you've gotten your kit. Okay, so this one's a really pretty background. So that's really versatile. So we can use that for some fun things. And the same with this one, kind of a stormy sky. I'm kind of sad they didn't print on the back. I kind of wish they would have carried it through so that we could like cut it in half and make more cards. I guess we'll just need to get creative, right? And then some labels. And our instructions. Okay, so I thought today, Darlene got hers yesterday. Awesome, Darlene. And Joanne got hers 2 days ago, and she's in Canada. So that's fun that you got yours a couple earlier than the rest of us. And so really quick before we start our projects, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the giveaway. So what we're going to do for the giveaway is I'm going to give away a month paper pumpkin code. So that's not this kit. It's a code so that you can get next month's kit or whatever month you want. And you're going to receive your code in an email from me. So we have to be able to communicate. A couple people have missed out on previous paper pumpkin giveaways because they aren't responding back to me. So make sure you check back and I will either respond to your comment or try to tag you in a comment on this video. So all you need to do to enter the giveaway is to put a comment for this video. So it can either be a live comment right now, all of those people who are commenting, or a comment after. And I will do the giveaway on April 1st. So that way everybody has a chance to watch the kit and all the alternatives and all those fun things during March. So April 1st, look for a comment, either a reply to your comment that says you're the winner, or I will try to tag you, somehow try to get in contact with you. And if you have a question, you can always message me as well to see if you were the winner or not. Okay, so that will be fun, and I hope you win. Okay. So let's go ahead and make these cards. Now, I did get some large card bases. So I've got, I think this is Petal Pink. Yes, Petal Pink. So this is a large card base. It is 4.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4.25 because I knew these cards were small and so I wanted to coordinate with them. So I've got a So Saffron and a Pear Pizzazz. And so that's what I'm going to use today. But we're pretty much going to stick with what the original design is. So let's just grab, if you have your kit, you can make these cards along with me, or if you already have done so, then you can just watch and comment and discuss amongst yourselves. Oh, it looks like Mary Lynn is looking for an extra kit for sale. So if anybody has one, you can contact her. A lot of people are saying hello, so that's really fun. I am going to grab an envelope of each color as well. Okay, so we are learning this together. So it looks like we're just going to stamp our sentiments on the labels and stamp textures on the card bases first. Looks like we add some clouds. And then we can wrap the twine around umbrella card base twice, then tie a bow. And twine around yellow rain boots and tie a bow. Oh, okay. Let's just start with the sentiments on labels and stamp textures on card bases. Oh, I see the texture. Okay, so we've got rain in the background here, and then some more dark clouds, and it looks like some like muddy dirt there. So let's do that. Before we do that, we're going to cut this because we're going to turn these into bigger cards. So grab your paper trimmer and just line that up. So that should be at about 3.5 inches, and trim that card base down. And we've got our paper cutter out. Let's go ahead and trim these envelopes. So I'm going to just place it, I think that's a 1/6 of an inch, and I'm just trimming off the sides and the bottom. And that should give me a fun pattern that I can work with. Let's do the same. So it looks like I've got a little bit of a white border on the sides, but I'm okay with that because there's white in the pattern, so no problem there. Okay. I do think I'm going to trim right here on the crease so that I have a rectangle, because I don't think I'm going to use this flap for this card. So I'm trimming that down. So that should be at about 3.5 as well. And let's get this other one done. All right, so Mary Lynn is saying that she likes to use her envelopes this way as well. Oh, Tammy says she's casting to her TV, and it's like she's looking over my shoulder. Well, that's a little creepy, Tammy. But I'm glad that I am large and you can see everything that you want. Okay, so I've got all those pieces that I think I'm going to use, so we can start our stamping. Okay, so I've got I had a block out. Oh, there's, and I also have my Simply chamois out so that I can clean in between if I need to. Let's start with the raindrops. Oh, so that is a pretty tiny stamp set for the raindrops, or image, excuse me, a pretty tiny image. Oh, and I need to get my paper piercing mat. So let me grab that. Okay, so the raindrops go on this image, and we're going to go ahead and open our basic gray. Oh, dang, that would have been bad. Okay. All right, so it looks like they're just stamping these raindrops all over. I'm going to use this as my scrap so that I can stamp off and on. So it looks like you could do a full color, or you could do like a double stamp. So where you stamp once and then you maybe stamp again to get a lighter raindrop if you want. That's a lot of stamping. Okay, do we go all the way down? No. So once we get into the white area, it looks like we stop. Kind of nervous to stamp over here by her arm. Maybe I could get like a scrap paper and kind of cover up her arm a little bit. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so that's good. It's a cute image. I wish it was a little bigger because when you're doing a wide, like a big space like this, it's nice to have, you know, you don't have to stamp too much. Okay, and then it looks like we used this line image to create some shadows for underneath the boots. So let's place that on our block. And just kind of randomly, and it looks like it's got the double, like a stamp, second generation stamping as well. So you can stamp on 2 times, maybe even a 3rd time. Okay, so I just kind of randomly stamped those, and then we'll apply the boots in a minute. So this one says you're capable of amazing things is the greeting that they have. So let's go ahead and do that one. Okay. Okay, let's put these off to the side. Okay, so you're capable of amazing things. Ink that up. And that's going on the blue with the tag going to the left, or the flag, excuse me. Move that. Okay. All right, so those are the stamps for that one. So let's go ahead and stamp some clouds for the second card. So I think I just figured out this cloud. So this cloud to me is kind of an interesting shape, but I wonder if it's supposed to like go next to something. I don't know. I'm sure you guys love hearing all my thoughts about these things. Okay, so this one is the one with the grass at the bottom, and we're just going to be adding some notes. So I'm going to turn it over and just ink it this way. And this is one of those distinctive stamps, which I love. It's really great. They just produce really great images. Should we do a second stamp? Maybe, well, maybe we could do another one over here. Okay. And then let's try that other one. See how that looks. So what do you guys think? Are you supposed to put it next to another cloud, or is it supposed to kind of be by itself? What do you guys think about that? I'm just going to kind of put it down here. Maybe build on it. Something like that. I don't know. Feels a little heavy on that side. Okay. All right, that's good. We'll play around with that a little bit more, see if we can figure it out. Okay, so that one looks like we've stamped the clouds, and now we're going to do the no matter the weather, we're in this together, and it's on the circle label. Where, oh, there it is. Okay, so Mary Lynn says it should be stamped by itself. Okay. It's good to try things, but thanks for clearing that one up. Okay, and then this just goes in the center. And that is done, that stamping. So let's do the last one, which is the kind of the blue sky with a little puddle. And the stamping we need to do for that is kind of like a little dirt splatter look. And then the greeting. Okay, so just kind of splatter this around. And then we're going to do Let Love Grow. Oops. And that's in the pink, or not in the pink, but on the pink label. Okay, center that. Okay. So I think all of our stamping is done. So now we can kind of put these cards together. So let's start with the boots. So we've got this, and we're going to use the pink envelope. And I think we're going to just kind of do it at an angle. And we're going to use the pink card base for this. So it looks like they have some twine wrapped around. So I got to find that twine. Oh, there it is. Now I think I heard just online somewhere that there might not be enough twine. So we'll just have to play it by ear. They always suggest that we cut a little extra than I need. So this says wrap 20 or 32 inches of twine around the umbrella card base. So I'll tell you a little trick that I do. So I always use 8 inches to tie a bow. So that's where I start. So this is 8 inches, and I need that if I'm tying a bow, especially with twine. If I'm using like a thicker ribbon, I usually need a little more than that. But with twine, I'm good with 8 inches. And then if I'm going to wrap around something twice, then I just measure that item 4 times. So I have like a front, a back, a front, and a back. So that's how much twine I need. And so I'm just going to snip that. And then I'm going to measure that really quick and just see what that is. So that's going to be 16 plus 14. So that's 30 inches of twine. So it's a couple inches less than what they suggest. And so if you need to save some twine, that's one way to do it. So then when I wrap twine twice, I usually will do about 4 inches and then hold where I think that bow should be. And so in the original design, they have the bow on the right side. So I'm going to hold this and then I'm going to wrap it around twice. And then I should have about 4 inches or so left to tie that bow. Okay. So it looks like I have a little extra hanging off on this side. So if you needed to even take out an inch or so, you could probably save an inch by making it 39 or 29 inches instead of 30. Okay. The next thing is to add our boots. It looks like these might be added with some dimensionals. Yeah. I've made such a mess. Let's see, did they give us dimensionals? I don't even know. All right, I'm just gonna grab some from my own craft stash since I can't find them. Does anybody know if they gave us dimensionals? I'm sure they did. They usually do with some glue dots and things. Oh, look. So there's a hole here. So let's punch those holes out first. Okay. So I'm just going to do a couple dimensionals on top and then a couple at the bottom. Okay. So I just did the dimensionals at the top and bottom, so that way I had some control over the twine and where to place it. So it looks like you're supposed to line up the green boots with the green boots on the card front. And then, oh, that got crooked. And then the other ones just kind of go in a line like that. And then it looks like we add the greeting to the right. And I'm not sure if it's with dimensionals or not, but I'm just going to use some snail. And place that just slightly off so it's touching the bow and across the boots. I'm going to bring it up just slightly. Okay. And then if I want, I can control that twine a little bit and bring that up as well. Okay. Let's see. So I'm sure they've got some little droplets on there. So I'm going to probably add those after we put the card together. So using the petal pink, we're going to make this card a large card. So using petal pink card base, let's add this at an angle, and then we can add this as well. How do we want to do that? Yeah, something like that. You can probably tell that I'm not 100% sure on where I want this to go. I like seeing the pattern, and so I kind of don't want to cover it up too much. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. Let's stick it down. I'm a fussy crafter. Okay, put it down that way. And then, sorry. Hopefully you didn't hear that. My husband just called. Okay, there we go. So our card's done. We'll put on the jewels in a minute. So we've got a little bit of a pattern sticking out behind there, and then it's on this cute petal pink card base. Okay, let's go to the next one. So this is the boots, the yellow boot card. So we're gonna grab those, and it looks like we need these flowers as well. And we're going to tie some twine around the boots. It says we need about 10 inches if I read that right. Oh, it says 11. No. Yeah, 2 11 pieces of twine around rain boots and tie a bow. Why would we need 2 11 pieces of twine? Oh, I think it's a double bow. Okay, well, I'm just going to do a single bow, excuse me, and do 11 pieces. That way we don't run out of twine. So again, about 4 inches on one side, and then wrap until you have about 4 inches left. And then you're going to tie a bow. I probably didn't give myself quite enough. I probably wrapped that too many times. Let's just... Okay, we're just going to go for it for the sake that this is a live video and you don't need to watch me untie something. So it's going to be a little bow for these boots. Maybe only wrap it around twice instead of 3 times like I did. There. So we've got just a tiny little bow on the side of those boots. So if you want a bigger one, then only wrap it around twice. And then it looks like we add this with some dimensionals to the bottom. Okay, so that just goes on the left in the grass. And then we've got the flowers that are on top. Okay, now it looks like we should be able to kind of pop this little red flower out of this and then put the foliage into the boots. So you can see how this one kind of comes out and that one goes inside. And then the greeting goes down with some snail or glue dots and just kind of squeezes in between that space. Like that. And then they've coordinated that with this what color is that? Shaded spruce envelope. So we're going to use that with our Pear Pizzazz card base. And I think I'm actually just going to put it on the left side And so I might just trim that down to be 1 inch. Then I can save that piece for something else. So just kind of place this, let's place this down first. So I'm going to kind of place it so that it's an even space from the top to the right to the bottom. And then I'm going to add this. I'm going to slide that under so that we get about the same spacing as well. So this seems to be a little bit smaller than the card, this card front. And so I'm going to open this up and put some snail down. So there's that card. And we'll add some jewels and water droplets in a minute. Oh, look, there's the glue dots. Okay. And then let's do our last one. So this is kind of the puddle with the orange boots. And here they are with the cute bunny and a heart. So it looks like they gave us some extra hearts, which is nice. So let's just check, see if they tell us. Yeah, let's use dimensionals for the boots. And it looks like we just have a bow. On bunny card, tie a bow with twine, adhere the bow behind the stamped label. So it's not wrapped around the card, it's just adhered, just a bow by itself. Okay, so this isn't quite in the center, off to the right a little bit. And then we've got our bunny. Just put down a couple dimensionals for them. That is to the left of the boots slightly. Then we've got a heart. And that just kind of goes up above the bunny. Crooked. Oh well. And then our greeting has some dimensionals. And that just kind of goes underneath. So leave a little space so you can see the bottom of the boots and bunny, and then get some twine and tie a bow. So it suggests 11 inches, but again, I just need 8 inches to tie a bow. So I'm just going to cut that much and then kind of tie a bow. Right, so that side's a little long. I think I did it again. Oh well. Oopsies. I'll twist it up. Okay, one more time. Sometimes that baker's twine gets twisted, and so that bow just doesn't come together very well. So if that happens, I can usually untwist it. But, okay. And then I'm just going to trim this tail down. And then you can use a glue dot, and you're just going to place that at the front of your label. I do have my pickup tool, and I like to use these for glue dots as well. And I'm just going to place one down there, pull off the paper cover, and then place my bow over that. Okay, so then we've got our yellow and our yellow base. So this is So Saffron card base. It's really cute just by itself, but we can let's have it running across the card from the left to the right. So I'm just going to cut 2 1-inch strips. And then we can save that one. Whoops, sorry for bumping that. And we'll just place them in the center. So if you have like a grid paper, you can use that to kind of line up, get about even. So it's a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch on the top and bottom. Whoopsies. And the same on this side. So it's about 3/8 of an inch on the top and bottom. And then we'll add this over that. Okay, just kind of center that in the card. Okay, so that card's done. So let's add a couple of these cute raindrops or circles. So they're clear, so you're not going to be able to see them super well. Let's do one. Let's do one there. And maybe one up here. And then one right there. Okay, so we've got 3 raindrops. Then let's do raindrops again for this card. And we can place one, let's place one on the greeting like it's a little drip from the flower or the leaf. And then we can place a couple underneath these rain clouds like that. So can you see there's one right there and then 2 up there by that cloud. And then for this one, let's just use some of the circles, and we can do, let's place one right there and then a couple around this heart. Oops, like that. So I've got one down here by the boots and 2 up there by the heart. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you have enjoyed watching me make these cards. And we just kept them pretty simple and close to the original designs, and then added them to, to a larger card base and used the envelopes to add just a little more design pattern to the back. So on Saturday, I'm going to be designing some other alternative cards, and you can look forward to another fun paper pumpkin week starting next week, Monday through Friday, where I'll post a new video every day showing you new and fun ways to use your paper pumpkin kit this month. Don't forget to comment on this video to be entered in to win a paper pumpkin code 1-month subscription code. I think I said that wrong. So you're going to win a paper pumpkin kit, but it's not this kit. It will be a code for a future paper pumpkin kit. And make sure to check your comment on April 1st to see if you are the winner. Have a creative day. Bye.